Viewers, the countdown has begun after France Prime Minister Narendra Modi will pay a 2-day working visit to the United States, during which he will meet President Donald Trump. And significantly, PM's visit comes at a time when Donald Trump has assumed the president's office for the second term, and US has also imposed tariffs on major trade partners, including India. And we bring you all the detailed reports from the United States.
As I report from right outside the White House, you can see that DC and the White House completely covered in snow. But the warmth of the India-US ties is what we are going to be seeing when the two state heads, that is the American President Donald Trump and the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi, meet here at the White House right behind me. A very significant meeting, and why do I say so? Because Benjamin Netanyahu, the Israeli president, the first guest to be invited by this Trump administration, and Narendra Modi, the second state head to be invited by this Trump government for a meeting, for a bilateral here at the White House. So just shows the significance, the importance that is being accorded by this Trump administration to Narendra Modi and to the Indian government. And a variety of issues will be taken up by the two governments, the two administrations, a format for which has already been worked upon by the two sides, by the two administrations here. It'll be taken up shortly once the two leaders meet, and it will be a giant leap to the Indian-US relationship. Reporting live from Washington, D.C., Sucharita Kupreti for Republic TV. Defense cooperation has been a major pillar in the ties between India and the United States, and this time it is going to be no different. There will be talks on defense procurement from the United States. We already know that Chinook, Apache, the C-130J are some of the examples of the procurement that India has done from the United States. Recently, the Aero India show had at display many weapons from the United States that are made in the States and are to be sold to the defense forces in India. Now, the US and India look forward to renewing the defense framework cooperation, which was last renewed in 2015. And now, as Trump and Narendra Modi sit on that table for the bilateral talks, there will be a framework of this defense renewal cooperation, which will be taken up by both the countries as they take giant strides, not just in the sector of defense, but also AI, space technology, and also global security. US President Donald Trump is expected to introduce his entire cabinet to Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Thursday during their summit, so that important issues regarding both the countries can be taken up for discussions. Remember that the Indian Prime Minister has met J.D. Vance, the Vice President, in Paris on the sidelines of the AI Summit, and a very, very important message to be carried forward by J.D. Vance for the Trump administration, that Narendra Modi and the Indian government very, very willing to work together and take giant leaps with the Trump administration. Also on the cards is a meeting with Tesla chief Elon Musk. Remember that the two, Elon Musk and the Indian Prime Minister, have already met before, and this may be a very important meeting as Elon Musk is seen as a key decision maker in this Trump administration. So very important meetings that are on the cards for the Indian Prime Minister, but the very, very important meeting that is to take place in the White House between the US President and the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi.